Let me take a selfie.
As we reported earlier, 45% of Americans have received at least one dose of the vaccine against the coronavirus. 33% are fully vaccinated. With countries racing to vaccinate their citizens, smiles are appearing online, showing people as they roll up their sleeves. And as Roxana Saberi reports from London, while vaccine selfies may be a new phenomenon, they're also part of a long tradition.
Vaccine, 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 vaccine.
From Dolly singing.
I'm begging of you, please don't hesitate.
Put that needle down.
To Arnold directing. And Mariah squirming. Celebrities are posing for a vaccine selfie, also known as the Vaxie, in this pandemic.
Awesome. Thank you, Nurse Patricia.
Politicians are also posting online after they roll up their sleeves and, in some cases, unbutton their shirts. Ministers in Greece, France, and England have been both teased
the peas calendar
and praised for bearing their humanity.
April, it's the Conservative MP for Bassett Law, Brendan Clark-Smith.
Got a little more publicity than I was expecting.
British Member of Parliament Brendan Clark-Smith says he was only trying to show the vaccine is safe.
It's just to kind of give people reassurance.
Why not just roll up your sleeve?
So I wasn't expecting to get the vaccine. So if I was, I would have worn a T-shirt. So I probably had to show a little more flesh than I was expecting. And, yeah, I'm quite hairy as well. So I had a few comments about that too.
While COVID-19 is the world's first social media pandemic, using visuals to encourage vaccinations is an old tradition. Take this 18th century engraving of smallpox vaccine creator Edward Jenner inoculating a child.
We have this fascinating display of historic posters.
Natasha McEnroe of London Science Museum says after the polio vaccine came into use in 1955,
one of the greatest triumphs in medical history is achieved.
Public health campaigns used multiple forms of media, including photos of the beautiful and famous, to promote it.
Of course, Elvis Presley being photographed, being administered the polio vaccine was something that did have enormous influence.
Because he was a teen idol.
Yeah, yes, for sure. And, you know, if it's all right by Elvis, it's all right by the rest of us.
In 1976, President Gerald Ford posed for his vaccine for the swine flu. In 2009, so did President Barack Obama. But social media has changed the picture in the present pandemic for groups like the British Red Cross. It posts images of everyday people getting vaccinated.
So this is the early 20th century vaccine,
which curator Mezabin Adam says helps normalize the experience.
Vaccine hesitancy has existed for as long as vaccination has existed. By looking at people's real stories, it separates fact from fiction, so people have more accurate information around vaccines.
Right.
Some critics say the vaccine photo op can create resentment. After all, not everyone has access to a shot.
This tiny little vaccine vial is the very first.
But for McEnroe, who's already archiving items from the COVID-19 pandemic,
thank you.
The trend is overall a good thing.
Thank you so much. You're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
It is a way of unifying us. You know, the fact that by getting an injection, it's not just protecting myself, it's protecting the community around me. And more importantly, perhaps, they create a role in making some of us smile, which I think at the moment is really, really important.
Do it. Get it over with.
And she says when future generations look back on this pandemic,
Think you got it?
I got it.
Okay.
they'll see more than just a snapshot
It's the best shot I've ever had.
of this moment in history.
Better than whiskey.
For CBS This Morning Saturday, Roxana Saberi, London.
Better than whiskey, yes, because of what it provides, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think Jeff might disagree with
I know.
When I got the second shot, I was pulling up. I didn't know it was a drive-through, and it was a little cold.